Assalamu alaikum everyone. It has been 2 weeks since the launch of Hyder.ai. This is the second and final video for now, as I won't be making any more videos for a while. If you haven't watched the first video yet, I recommend watching it first to understand the full context. I've received a lot of feedback over the past 2 weeks. Thank you so much for your kind words and encouragement. I'm genuinely happy to see how supportive our community is of new ideas and how ready everyone is to benefit from what AI has to offer. I've divided this video into two segments. In first part, I will share some general updates and answer a few common questions. Second part is for those who are interested in learning about the technology framework behind Heather.ai. In the end, I will provide a brief roadmap for upcoming features. In the last 2 weeks, around 95,000 questions have been asked on Heather.ai in 27 languages. That's an average of around 6,500 questions daily, which is pretty good. At the time of launch, the model was trained on 300,000 data points, and now it's almost 400,000 data points. The quality of answers has also improved a lot since day one. Responses are much more detailed and accurate. The model can now generate poetry. For example, you can ask it to write a poetry about the bravery of Hazrat Abbas alayhi salam in Karbala, and it will create something beautiful for you. It can respond in any language. If you ask a question in Turkish, it will reply you back in Turkish. And this works for all languages. I have now integrated with Shia Toolkit app. You can use Heather.ai through app or through the website. You can provide feedback on the responses by using the thumbs up or thumbs down button. This will help the model to continuously improve the quality of responses. One common question I've received is about the reliability of the data used to train this model. Many people have asked whether this is one-man project or if any scholars are involved in this. These are excellent questions, and I want to explain this clearly. When I started working on Heather.ai, my first goal was to create a dedicated religious AI model. Currently, people are getting used to general purpose AI models like ChatGPT or Google Gemini, but the religious AI model has a very different purpose because it is very restrictive model trained on very specific data set. You cannot compare this with other generative AI models. There are two parts in this process. One is the data side, which includes gathering and organizing information, and another is technology aspect. For the first part, I have been in touch with several highly respected scholars from Najaf, Qom, Pakistan, and North America. Together, we are working on a framework where I will hand over the data part to the scholars and their teams. They will validate the current data and help me in generating new data sets. All this work will be done by Hausa students under the supervision of the scholars. Inshallah, we plan to start this process after Ramadan. For now, we will focus on four main languages: Arabic, Persian, Urdu, and English, as they have the most material on Shia teachings. Inshallah, soon I will mention the names of the scholars on Heather.ai website who will be working on this project. I hope this answers your concern about the data reliability. That's it for the first part of the video. If you would like to learn more about the technical side of how Heather.ai works, then please keep watching this video. And even if you are not into technology, it's good to know these things. In second part of this video, I will discuss the technology framework used to develop Heather.ai. Again, there are two elements here. One framework is how the data sets are generated from raw text, and another is the AI side of it. So for now, we will just discuss the AI piece. Most common question I have received is the perception that AI works on prediction, which could lead to content generation that is not aligned with our religious teachings. To clarify this confusion, let me explain you the entire process from the point where user inputs a question, it goes through a pipeline, and finally the output is generated. You need to understand this pipeline, which consists of several models and components. Step 1. User inputs a question in any language, even with spelling mistakes or formatting issues. In step 2, the question is passed to the first AI model, which translates the question into English, analyzes the tone of the question, sentiments, and the context of the question. Step 3 is to perform a semantic search on the dataset. There are 8 types of searching algorithms used to perform this search. So this is an important step, as the data which is retrieved is only from our dataset. It does not pull anything from any external sources. This method is called retrieval augmented generation, RAG. In step 4, another AI model is used which compares the questions with the retrieved data and rank each data point based on the relevance. This process is called re-ranking or cross-encoding. In step 5, the ranked data is passed to a generative AI model which creates a response based on provided data. The generative AI model is strictly restricted to work with the provided datasets only. It is not allowed to generate any new content. In step 6, the final response is translated back into the language in which the question was asked. And finally, the response is displayed on your screen. There are few more minor components involved in this process, like profanity checks, response validation, formatting, etc. But this is the main flow. I hope this helped address the concern about AI introducing new concepts. The process has been designed with that in mind, ensuring that AI operates within clearly defined boundaries. Lastly, I want to share what's next for Hyder.ai. There are quite a few things in the pipeline, but the few important ones are: number one is to work with scholars and their teams to validate and expand the dataset. Second one is to train the model on datasets from Arabic, Persian, and Urdu languages. Third is to extract content from audio and video lectures of scholars to create new datasets. This will be a challenging task, so I request for your duas. And finally, introducing a new feature where user can actually talk to the AI in their language and have proper voice conversation to ask their questions. So that's all for now. Thank you for watching this video and for your continuous support. Take care and Khuda Hafiz.